It's undeniable that lions are more potent than most creatures in the wilderness, and their diet is limitless, encompassing the most potent and perilous species. However, this doesn't mean they are incapable of making mistakes. Every predator, regardless of its strength, may make a miscalculation from time to time, or as locals put it, get it wrong. There are certain blunders that, if committed by a lion, could be the last act of its life. Welcome everyone, I'm Ahmed Mahmoud. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you can receive our videos as soon as they're released. In 1965, a ferocious lion in Kenya, known as the Johnny Lion, gained notoriety as a man-eater following an article in the American magazine Outdoor Life that recounted one of his attacks on a Kenyan hunter. This attack was neither the first nor the last on humans near the village of Dijani, and he was not the only lion attacking humans during that period. Drought and a shortage of prey led the big cats to seek new types of prey, even if they were humans. But after the lion was killed, they made a surprising discovery in his body: a hair from a porcupine, whose body is full of thorns, and part of the thorn was sticking out of the lion's nose. After examining his body, they discovered that it had penetrated more than 15 centimeters inside his nose. It turned out that the thorn is what turned the lion into a man-eater, because it made him unable to hunt animals efficiently, which pushed him to look for easier prey, and those were the villagers. The fascinating thing about the subject is that there is no comparison between a lion and a porcupine, but nevertheless, porcupine hair is not to be underestimated at all, and it can cause injuries, and sometimes even death. In a study published in the Journal of Natural History of East Africa, dozens of incidents of confrontations between lions and porcupines were documented, including 40 incidents where lions were seriously injured by porcupine thorns, and 10 cases where lions died immediately when the thorns hit vital organs or major arteries. According to the study leader, although lions are usually used to avoiding porcupines, a lack of food sources and drought may push them to attack it, and in this case, the mistake is a lifetime mistake. One of the biggest mistakes a lion can make is to underestimate its enemies. For example, hyenas. There is no comparison between the size of the two or their strength on an individual versus individual level. But if the lion is reckless and deals with it like, I am the lion, who is the hyena that I should take into account, the hyenas may neglect him. Despite the huge physical differences in favor of the lion, the bite of the hyena is stronger than the bite of the lion, and they always move in groups, so there is no man-to-man confrontation at all. In addition, they are smart in hit-and-run operations and highly organized, unlike what is common among people. Therefore, if the lion does not calculate the confrontation correctly, he puts himself in a problem he does not need. One of the most peculiar animals that one might find hard to believe a lion should be cautious of is the zebra. When the lion underestimates the zebra, it's the biggest mistake it can make in its life. When the lion chases the zebra, as it does with any other animal, its eyes are always on the neck. This is the target. It runs alongside it, and when it gets close, it pounces to reach its neck and bite it. Of course, most animals, when they see the lion, run away, thus presenting their back, and most of their weapons are in their teeth or horns, so there is no fear for the lion from their back. But the zebra is a different story. It has the strongest kick among all animals in the world, even stronger than the kick of the giraffe. The zebra can kill an adult African lion with one kick if it hits the target. The idea here is that the zebra kicks back very normally and chooses the timing of the kick well, so from time to time, cases are recorded when the lion is about to pounce on the zebra to find a cannon-like kick coming out of the zebra's leg, hitting him in his chest or stomach, a blow that either disables him or kills him. despite the fact that the feeling of fear may be the reason for the survival of many animals in the wild. But in the world of lions, it is not correct that there is even a smell of fear. Otherwise, he will be sentenced to loneliness, shame, and disgrace that will remain on his forehead for the rest of his life, if he has a life at all. After the male leaves the group, he has two solutions. Either he enters a new group and challenges the leader in it, or he finds a peripheral area where there are no lions and lives in it alone. The second solution makes him vulnerable to the risks of facing predatory animals, whether large animals that are difficult for him to face alone, or animals that move in groups like hyenas. The idea of a lion entering a group of lions and standing in front of them in length and width and challenging the leader requires a heart of iron. And on the other side, the leader who faces a new challenge must also accept the challenge to prove his courage. And if fear enters the heart of the leader, he will be expelled from his group, and his cubs will be sentenced to death at the hands of the new leader. Lions, like almost all big cats, know how to swim, but at the same time, they are not very skilled in this matter, unlike the tiger or the jaguar. More importantly, water is not the best battlefield for lions, especially since the animals in it are not easy at all. We are talking here about the crocodile and the hippopotamus. Therefore, if the lion is not careful, and he crosses from bank to bank across the water to drink water, the end will be unhappy. One of the strangest incidents that were filmed in the wild was an incident in Botswana involving 4 lions who were walking together, and their appearance suggested that there is no animal that can even approach them. As the 4 crossed a watercourse to reach the other bank, a giant hippo suddenly attacked them, choosing one of them and separating him from the other 3 in seconds. But the lion, who has no power or strength in the water, managed to escape from the hippo and reach the mainland safely. The hippo stayed in the water and did not come out of it, as if he understands well that the advantage is for him in the water and not on land. The 4 lions remained standing on the mainland looking at the hippo as if they wanted to say to him, "If you dare, come out." If the lion is written a new life this time, luck doesn't always favor you. In another incident, a lion was crossing the river alone after making sure that there was nothing in the water, when suddenly a crocodile appeared from behind him and attacked him. This time the lion did not succeed. The last mistake a lion can make is arrogance, to exaggerate in estimating his personal capabilities. Once upon a time, a lioness was spotted sneaking behind a hippo sitting on the ground. His sitting did not show his real size. You know when you are yelling at someone, and he is in the car, and suddenly he gets out and you discover that he is 3 times bigger than you? This is the scene roughly. As soon as the hippo felt her and got up, it was the biggest hippo she had seen in her life. He got up and took her whole head in his mouth at once, and it was the biggest mistake she made in her life. But that's it. We're done. Who made it here? All who arrived, you are the bravest people. Do us a favor and like before you leave so we know how many people made it to the end. And don't forget, if you have a suggestion for an episode, write it to us in the comments. See you. Have a good night. Bye.